plant layout of thermal power plant. So plant layout, it is also most important factor after the selection of the site to erect the thermal power station. So what is plant layout? Plant layout, it is nothing but to arrange the different equipment in the plant to achieve greater efficiency. So the plant layout is also most important. Now next, objective of main plant's layout. So first, conveniency. The plant layout should be convenient in the operation of plant. Let me take one example. So the boiler house and the turbine house should be nearer to each other. So that is the best convenience. Next, efficiency. The plant layout should be such that whatever output result in the thermal power station in effective efficient operation of the plant. So let me take one example. If the distance between boiler house and turbine house is long, because already we have seen that whatever steam is produced in the boiler house, it is transferred to the turbine house to rotate. So if the distance between this boiler house and turbine house is long, then the higher steam losses occurs in the pipe. That means we will get less input steam in the turbine house. So due to this loss occurs in pipelines of the steam, which reduce the efficiency of the power plant. Third, economy. The plant layout should be such that the operation of all plant becomes economical. Next, safety. The plant layout should be such that the safe working of power plant. This includes the safety of personal, equipments, environment, etc. Now next, what are the factors affecting to main plant layout? So first, types of fuels. So the plant layout is also depends on the which type fuel is used in the power station. Suppose in thermal power plant we are using coal, gas or the oil. So suppose the plant we are using coal as a fuel in thermal power plant. So the power plant includes coal handling plant. It's required coal handling plant because we are using coal as a fuel. So in boiler house, we also includes coal bunker, ball mill, and it also requires a ash handling plant, and the large space is required for the storage of the coal. Next, types of transportation of fuel. So the plant layout, it is also depends on the which type fuel is used in the power station, and it is also necessary to know how the fuel is transported. Next, capacity of plant. The plant layout, it is also depends on the total plant capacity as well as the capacity of each plant. Next, arrangement of ash disposal. So already we have seen when coal burns in the boiler furnace, ash is produced when coal is used as a fuel. So the plant layout is also depends on the which type method we have to use for the ash handling. Next, types of cooling. We have seen that the large amount of cooling water is required for the condensate steam as well as to produce the steam. So the plant layout is also depends on the cooling arrangement. Example, so if the sufficient water is not available in the river, that time we are using cooling tower. So that means this point it is also affected on the plant layout. Next, number of boiler per units. So it is necessary to know how many boilers are used for one unit. Sometimes one boiler is used for one unit, and sometimes two boilers are used for the one big unit. So these are the different types of factors which are affecting to the plant layout. Now next, what are the points to be considered while deciding the layout or its guideline? First, so when river water is used as a cooling water in the power plant, the pump house is located on the bank of river. Next, when the cooling tower are used, there should be located such that a prevailing wind does not spray the water on the buildings. Third, the site should be such that there is a space for the future expansion. Fourth, turbine house should be located nearer to the boiler house. Next, offices, workshop, stores, these are the requirement in the power station. So it should be kept away from the main building, but it should be not located far away. So these are the points to be considering when deciding the layout of thermal power plant. Fourth, plant layout for thermal station located on the bank of river. So here you can see the plant layout. So whatever cooling water is used from this river, this is the layout when the thermal power plant uses water from the river. So the cold storage and the coal handling plant are located nearer to the railway siding. And here you can see there are two turbo alternators. Here you can see two turbo alternator sets, and there is a one boiler per set. And here you can see the dotted line in turbine house as well as boiler house. It indicates the space is available for the future extension. Now here you can see the pump house is located on the bank of river. Here these are the space for the chimney. This is the space for the ash storage. It is also most important. Here you can see the switch at required to step up the voltage, workshop, stores, control room and the office. Now next, the plant layout of cooling water type thermal power station. So if the sufficient amount of water not available in the river throughout the years, that time we are using cooling towers. So the cold storage, it is cold storage or coal handling plant, it is nearer to the railway sites. Now here you can see the coal handling plant, it is also nearing to the cold storage plant, cold storage space. Here you can see the two units. Here you can see two turbo units, and each and every turbines require two boiler house. Here you can see. Here fifth boiler is used as a spare boiler. So any out of these four boilers, when it is in maintenance or there is some fault occurs, so that time we are using this spare boiler to run the units. Here there are two cooling towers are available. Here the dotted lines in turbine house as well as boiler house in the cooling towers for the future expansion. Next, the plant layout for power station using oil or fuel. So this is the layout. So the oil is used as a fuel, and oil handling plant, fuel or oil handling plants, it is located near to railway siding. Now here you can also see it's require oil storage tank, which is nearer to this fuel oil handling plant. So here two boilers and two turbines, two turbo alternators are used, and the cooling tower here, the cooling towers are used. Cooling tower is used for the cooling water, and these dotted lines, boiler house, turbine house, as well as chimney, cooling tower. This is the phase which is required for the future extension of the power plant. Now next, the plant layout of boiler and turbine room. So here the A1 and A2, that is your chimney. B1 and B2, that is your coal bunker. So whatever coals taken from the crusher house, it is taken into bunker through the belt conveyor. So when one bunker is pulled out, then then the coals is enter into the second burner. So such type arrangement is required. So when one bunker is pulled out, then and then coals transported into the second bunker. It is most important. Where C1 and C2, it is nothing but ball mill. So in ball mill, whatever coals available in this bunker, it is taken into ball mill, where the coal is converted into water form, in the powder form. D1 and D2, that is the boiler. D1 and D2, that is the boiler. And there is a arrangement of ash handling plant. E1 and E2, it is nothing but it is a panel to control the boiler. So whatever the controls required for the boiler, it is controlled by this panel, E1 and E2. F1 and F2, that is the control panel for the controlling the turbine. T1 and T2, that is your turbine. And G1 and G2, these are the generator which is mechanically coupled with this turbine T1 and T2 respectively. Here H1 and H2, that is the control panel of the generator. So whatever controlling we have to require for this generator G1 and G2, the H1 and H2 control panels are used. Now next, the advantages and disadvantages of thermal power station. So first advantage, the cost of fuel is less than in compared to diesel power station. So second, due to this reason, the cost of fuel, the operating cost is less in compared to diesel power station. Third, the capital cost is less than in compared to nuclear and hydro power station. Fourth, the power station should be erected or located nearer to the load center. That is the main advantage. Fifth, so if we are erected thermal power station nearer to load center, the transmission losses and the transmission cost is reduced. Disadvantages, it's require more number of equipments and auxiliaries in the thermal power station. That is the main drawback. So if we are using more number of equipments and auxiliary, it increase the standby losses, because each and every equipment there is some loss occurs in each and every equipment and auxiliary, which will reduce the overall efficiency of the power plant. Third, it's require very large space for the coal and ash storage. Fourth, it require huge amount of cooling water. Fifth, the maintenance cost is also increased because we are using more number of auxiliaries and equipment in the power station. Sixth, high operating cost as compared to hydro power station. And another disadvantage, due to this thermal power station, pollutions occurs in the atmosphere.